Boom. Welcome to the death of the authentic. I am here through the sphere, okay? So, I just wanted to speak about today concept, which is being myself in the current times. I know. Not that smooth and simple, to be honest. But it is what it is. This is where I was born, when I was born. So I am a queer, disabled human. I was born in Israel, in late 90s. I'm a Capricorn, with a lot of Aquarius and a lot of Pisces and some small amount of fiery, I am me. And it's not that easy to be these things. Now, I hate to define myself. Don't see it as useful as much as I wished it would be. I don't know if it's correct, but let's give it a chance. Because those times they were post-traumatic and catatonic and chaotic and everything dismantles, so what it means for me to be like an Arab Jew in Israel, how difficult it is, how hard it is to even try rehabilitation if I'm disabled and have eating disorders and CPTSD and anxiety problems and depression problems and suicidal problems. I was raped like many other bodies in the world. I was harassed like many other bodies in the world. I want to speak about that. I was going through maltreatments, discriminations, abuse of authoritarian relationships within my hospitalizations, within my academic progress, within my, previous and younger education, when I was going to a very nationalist school, or when I was very poor. My parents grew up in Rehovot, so I grew up in a very low status places. Or when I was kicked out, I became a homeless person. What did I do to survive? I want to speak about all of those. But it wasn't that easy to bring those topics. Not only because whenever I was trying to speak about it, people say, You don't look like, you're okay. What do you have? Are you sure? Because I have a transparent disability, as most of us. But this transparency does not mean it does not exist. It's just transparent to the discourse, to the current discourse. I was trying to bring into light the hardships and difficulties it is to be in this position, this very intricate position that I am, and trying to rehabilitate in a supposedly socio-capitalistic state that's called Israel. Okay? You don't know how hard it is. It's like excruciatingly hard. Excruciatingly hard because, administration, the government issues, laws, and the culture itself, the people here, shitty. And ever since I was a child, I saw my future abroad. I never felt hope here. Very, very isolated. I was isolated from my family. No one wants to speak about those things or to acknowledge what cause and effect this snowball in my life. And everyone has responsibility, including me, but when I was, a child, I had zero responsibility what people do with my own body and soul. And I want to speak about it. But I was silenced, and it's so hard. And even when I tried, I was like, MFA abroad was like my goal to get out of this cycle of poorness, of being such a low status and like financial difficulties and hardships. Like I wanted to go out of this cycle, and I was like, academia will do this for me. So I was like focusing on MFA abroad. I was like going through hell to finish with honors. Okay, my BFA. It was hell, living hell. But I was like, I had a goal. And when I finally went there, I was like successfully getting there, despite there is no chances if you will speak to people here, psychiatrists, psychologists, therapists, everyone who was like even the Bituach Leumi, the government sponsors for disabled, like none of those people have ever heard of someone who is that sick and disabled and who is trying to do such crazy things like moving abroad to New York. But I did it. How? I myself don't really know, to be honest, but I did it. I wanted to achieve it so badly. But when I did it, I realized it's the same thing. I moved abroad to New York, to the highest academy, whatever Parsons, okay? I was experiencing maltreatment. I was experiencing racism, discrimination. No one had wanted to get to know me. I was called white, I was called privileged, I was being canceled, I was being silenced, I was being called that I was victimizing myself, despite my disabilities and everything. And I was like, what do you want me to do now? I was like trying really hard, investing a lot of my energies, a lot of my time, including experiencing, symptoms, because this is my day-to-day reality. I experience symptoms every day. It got worse. It got really worse because the difference in New York is 100% not authentic. And it's quite sad because there is so much diversity there. And despite all this diversity, there is so much not usefulness and effectiveness for the architecture, the energy, the culture, their behavior, their PC behavior. All their mechanisms are oppressive and they're reproducing them. And I'm like, why do we imagine that we are critical behavior if we are not? Criticality, embodied criticality means something real, right? It means to really sit with our emotions, deal with the real life complexities like me. Okay, I'm from Israel, 2026. I'm so sorry, but not anymore. I decided, no matter what, I'm going to do amazing art. I'm going to do it. And I did. They were quite shocked by how good I was. The first projection in the semester, the first work to do, I was doing a crazy installation, and they were like, We didn't even say to install, but you installed. Like, I know now that I am in such position that I will have to say, yes, I'm from Israel, and I make amazing art, and I can create embodied criticality in our discourse. And I expect and want for myself for it to be mutual, and I will not participate in anything that just won't give someone like me who is really trying really hard, not only to heal, but furthermore make this whole process part of my healing and recovery. Speaking about those stuff, bringing those topics, because this is the reality, like it happens every day, so why wouldn't I speak about stuff that happening like near us right now? And I will always be like me. I will never be able to change it. I could not decide it. My parents did. Not voluntarily. But it happened. And I will not minimize myself or change any already written parts from my, or inscribed parts from my body and my history, just so that it will be fitted to the current, or let's say depressively accommodated to this current flow, which is extremely violent, extremely ignorant and not open for discourse. It's completely dividing and not uniting. Despite the fact that Earth is crashing down, we need to be united at least in some ways, but no. So I have to do this. I have to declarative speech act the fact that I am me, was born in Israel, I'm doing all those things, I'm making all these arts and discourses and productivities, talking about effectiveness, okay? And still being disabled, transparent disabled, having symptoms every day. You know, just yesterday I had a fight with my boss because she was projecting on me all her whatever she wanted. And I was like, no, okay? So I am me, and I'm okay, plus. So I will not let any pre-assumptions stop me. And if you feel that, go to therapy. Because I do. Just kidding, but not really. Well, I'm going to enjoy my coffee and my vape, my weed. So, oh, and me. Finally, gonna try to enjoy me. It's a great idea. So, I'll see you next time. Let's see what's the next discourse will be. Yalla. Bye.